So this week I'm going to leave my nails bare to test this Lazonail product. So I'm just going to shape my nails. I'm going to remove the cuticle, although that's not really necessary, but I kind of feel like doing it. So I'm going to remove the cuticle and apply this on my left hand and just a regular oil on the other hand. So I'm going to use the soft touch file, and I'm actually going to use the 120 grit, just to show you that grit doesn't really matter as long as you finish filing with this soft buffer. So it really doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually file my nails using a slightly different angle. So I'm placing the thumb like up and down so I can be symmetrical, and I'm going to file back and forth. You'll see that it doesn't matter. And it doesn't split the nail, doesn't do anything. I'm going to leave my nails a little bit longer. So the shape of my nail bed is different on all the nails, right? So I'm actually just imagining which would be the average and following that. And also they're not even from side to side. So if I drew the line here, this one is higher, this one is lower, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to first shape, look at this side here, and I'm going to match the free edge to this. So yes, this white is longer, this one is shorter, but it is what it is. So I'm going to shorten it this way so you can see what I'm doing. And then just go from side to side. And you know what? It's kind of funny because when I'm doing it this way, it is easier to go one way, but it really doesn't matter. I'm just going underneath a little bit. I'm just trying this filing technique to see how I like it long term. It's actually easier for me to have the finger flat on the towel. Super easy, no? Now I'm just going underneath just to smooth the edges. You can see it a little bit because they're quite sharp. Just slightly. My God, my nails were so long. Can't stand them. Okay, the other hand. The other hand is even more wonky, so let's go. So again, I'm imagining the line here and then just going. And some nails going both direction. I don't know. It feels good. The lighting is a little weird, but it is what it is. Now we just compare them, this to this to this. This one has to go. My God, I can't stand it. Oh, by the way, can you see how white the ends are? It's my dog making sounds. She's getting hot here because we're sitting in the sun here. Anyway, so it's very white compared to yesterday when I made this other video on Instagram. So what happens is, so I took the nail polish off yesterday, and when the nail polish, well, when the moisture from the nail evaporates, because the nail polish retains moisture, or it raises the moisture level in the nail. So when that evaporates, the nails become whiter and more opaque. Oops. This is not the best manicure video, maybe, but I'll try a different angle in a second. Okay. So now I'm going to just smooth the free edge, bevel it, and it's going to be nice and smooth. You see how it hugs the nail? I get so many questions about the glass buffers lately. I think those companies are doing a lot of advertising or something. And by the way, I don't find them, especially the buffers, not a good idea whatsoever. Because as long as you're getting a shiny nail, you either are adding something or you're taking away something. Because otherwise, how do you get it shiny? And taking away nail layers, if your goal is to have healthy nails, it's not a good idea. Okay, so now I'm going to use this little tool just to gently nudge the skin back. I'm nudging the finger skin. I'm going to start calling it finger skin because everybody's calling it cuticle, but the cuticle is, I'm not pushing back the cuticle. The cuticle is barely visible, and by the way, you can't even see it. It's incredible. So when you're using the carousel or any type of gentle exfoliants, by the way, actually using a brush and just gently brushing your nails is a good idea too, very gently. Like, look at this, right? It's barely anything to remove. I guess there is, you really could skip it, honestly. It's just I'm going to do it because I like doing it. So acetone will show you the truth, and sadly it gets blamed for the damage that people create because it just shows them the damage. Like, don't kill the messenger. Acetone does not cause damage. Look across. One drop. Move it around. And make sure you stay, I mean, as long as you can, as much as you can, on the nail plate, because that's where the cuticle is. Don't put it all over the skin, right? Because this product is very alkaline. It's corrosive. So you don't necessarily want it on the skin because it can irritate the skin when it's left on for too long. 1 or 2 minutes should be fine. I'm going to do one hand at a time. This is what I like doing, is because I have a little bit better control of how long the product stays on my nails. So when I start removing cuticle from this hand, it can take me maybe longer than 2 minutes or something. So I don't want this product to be sitting on this hand for more than 2 minutes. So maybe as we wait for this to do its magic, I can put an ad here so the video can make some money. So if you can watch it, that would be great. Maybe do some deep breathing exercises or something. I'll see you in 2 minutes. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. So I'm going to use this Tweezerman, this little mini Tweezerman pushy. And I talked about this kit in one of my previous videos, so check it out. So it's a great little kit. So yes, this is Smooth. One of the viewers was mentioning that it might be uncomfortable when your hands are full of cream or something, but at this point, your hands are not full of cream. So you can definitely, I don't find it uncomfortable or anything. Okay, let's rinse the Blue Cross from this hand. So I make sure that I kind of rub the skin around the nails to make sure all the product is off, and the water neutralizes the product again because it's the product is very alkaline, so you want to neutralize it with water. I'm just going to dab it off. Like, you don't really need to have your hands extremely dry at this point. All right, so let's remove the cuticle. I'm going to try to have a proper angle. So this is cuticle. Look at this. So cuticle is basically dead skin cells that are made by the underneath of the skin fold. So the skin fold is literally like a little flap. The underside makes cuticle. So cuticle is not an extension of the skin fold. And I'm doing this gently. Actually, one of the viewers just asked an excellent question because I was saying how this can be, the cuticle remover can be damaging to the skin. So can you use oil in place of the cuticle remover? I don't recommend it because the cuticle remover, what it does, it swells the skin, it swells the cuticle. So it softens it a lot. So now you can push it off the nail without any force. Oil is not going to do the same thing. So as long as you're using this correctly, you're not putting it all over the skin around the nails, you're just putting it on the cuticle, and you're not leaving it for too long, you're gonna be fine. Well, unless your skin is very irritated, very dry, just generally very unhealthy, then don't do this step yet. What I would recommend is just making sure that the skin is healthy first and then following this routine. I actually have a playlist. I'll link it at the end of the video, just 2 videos, basically how to start taking care of your nails. Okay, I'm going to repeat it on this hand. See a little drop. Move it around. Point your finger down sometimes. Okay, let's wait a couple minutes. Maybe we'll watch some ads. And I'll see you in 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes are up. So let's rinse this. And guys, I have an excellent idea. Oh my God. So if you are interested in this product, Lazonail, and if you would be willing to test it on your left hand, let's just say, versus just the regular oil on your right hand, please take pictures of your nails before and then 7 days after. And I'm going to make a video and feature the pictures that you guys send me. So now look at this. I'm going to use the Tweezerman little file to do this because it's actually a pretty good sharpness to do this. Look at this. See how gently I'm removing the cuticle? This is like the most satisfying thing ever. So make sure you don't scratch the nail. So this part actually is really good because it's not very sharp. You can see, just trying to get it. Look at this, my God. So it looks like, my God, I'm digging for gold here, but the camera is weird, like the angle is a little weird. The shadows are, excuses, but I'm not really pushing and I'm not really going under the skin. I mean, this is pretty comfortable, but it's not like actually like extremely comfortable, but you can definitely do it. So if you're on the go, if you're traveling or something, this kit is going to be absolutely enough. Okay, my manicure's done. Let's do this. I'm gonna make sure, I think you have to click it a few times for the product to start coming out. So it's good for the skin around the nails as well. You can actually put it underneath as well. Okay, and the other hand is going to get some jojoba oil. Actually, this one is a jojoba mixed with grapeseed. Just like very light oils, and my skin is not super dry, so the grapeseed works very well for me. Okay, I'll just put a little drop underneath as well. And I'll keep doing this, like I mean the application part, twice a day to then compare and see how the product is working. So obviously the oil I applied way more, so it is a little bit more greasy. But again, jojoba is quite light, grapeseed is also quite light. But this, you see nothing left. So it creates like a very light coating. Okay guys, don't forget, if you want to test this product, please test it for 1 week on one hand, okay? And send me the pictures. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to put a video on how to take proper pictures, because if the pictures are not taken properly, you can't really see, and then I can't show them on the video. But so check out the quick video on how to take good photos of your nails, and I'm looking forward to seeing your progress. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.